Hello everybody and welcome to Fly Ones. This is our first episode of the show where we bring the best and brightest minds from the crypto gaming space, have them play an old school arcade game with a new age twist, and we bombard them with questions as they try to make their way through the course. For the first episode we had to do it right, bring in the co-creator, co-founder of BattleFly, Mr. Ben Beath, aka Official Avenger, and representing the Team BattleFly Goon Squad, we have J-Rock with us. So, without further ado, let's get started. Ben, if you want to launch your first race here, I'll ask the first question, and we'll carry on as we go. Hopefully you can keep your concentration.
Let's see how we go.
We'll start easy. Tell us about yourself. What'd you do before BattleFly?
Before BattleFly, I founded a digital agency and ran that for a bunch of years, and also was involved in a bunch of tech startups, and still am. And then got into NFTs in a big way, and here I am building and flying. Look at that wind.
What's been the harder building so far? Web 2 traditional space or the Web 3 space?
Web 3 is
J-Rock with an early death there.
I don't know.
You love to see it.
I think he's still right.
Web 3 is Web 3 is a lot harder than Web 2.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but physics team took the lead. My man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's topped me on the leaderboard now.
Let's go.
I'm coming for you both here. This is a run. This is good flying. Web 3 is definitely harder than Web 2, and the reason is, I mean, you're seeing it here, right? Like breaking new ground. A lot of problems haven't been solved yet. There's not a lot of infrastructure to
What about infrastructure?
Infrastructure. That's it. It's harder.
Perfect ending.
All right, that was pretty good. That was a solid run. As you said, that's good flying.
Good flying.
All right, let's cue up the second run there.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Go.
Yeah.
We're ready. So you said you transitioned from the traditional tech world to Web3 space. What got you into crypto, but more importantly, like what specifically with Magic? What got you so deep down the rabbit hole of Magic?
I think, look, I've been in sort of Bitcoin for a while, like for years, and it wasn't a maxi, but certainly kind of, I'm a believer in that crypto will be good for the world and in a lot of ways. So when I sort of got into crypto will be good for the world, the wind was amazing there. So then I bought a loot. It was the first big NFT purchase I've made. I've been sort of playing around with NFTs for maybe a few months. I missed the loot mint and then watched the floor price really rise, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to really splash out here. So I bought, for whatever it was, like 12 ETH or something at the time, a loot, and realized like I did, that it was kind of pretty speculative. And then John Patton from Treasure DAO popped up in the loot Discord and said, hey, building this thing called Treasure. And I just thought he was so clever, the way he was thinking about, not just NFTs as being sort of PFPs, but it's something that would be truly playable and backed by an economy. So here we are, 7 months later.
That's awesome. You might be better at BattleFly Racer while answering questions than while playing focused.
I am.
You achieve max zen.
Look at this.
He's beat me twice now.
11th place here.
Moving on up.
I think, what am I in? I dropped down to 6th. All right, respectable. All right, let's fire up another race.
Here we go.
So, BattleFly, robot butterflies with huge weapons. What's the inspiration for the game? Where'd you come up with it?
I was actually on I've got a farm back in Australia, and we actually had a season where we just had a lot of butterflies around. So I was kind of trying to think of ideas for characters. I knew I didn't want it to be like an ape or a derivative of something I'd seen, and and so
down goes J-Rock too.
Butterflies. And I just couldn't believe that no one had really sort of done a butterfly NFT, and then they needed to have weapons, so then the BattleFly was born. My brother actually came up with the name. I was telling him about it. He goes, "Tell me that you're calling them BattleFlies." I was like, the game was actually originally called BattleFly Mod, which is not a great name.
Oh, BattleFly is that was a come up by your brother.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Shout out to your brother.
Much respect. All right,
I keep getting knocked out by the wind right now. It's crazy.
I didn't want to call out a poor performance, but you know, it's on video.
Poor.
The world can see
it's
it.
Poor.
All right, let's fire it up. Question number 4, run number 4. So far, your high score 741. Pretty good. Outside of the crypto and NFT space, what were some games you grew up playing? What are some of your favorites of all time? Traditional games.
Yeah, my all-time favorite games were actually like King's Quest, Space Quest, Secret of Monkey Island. Like I loved those sort of point-and-click adventure games that had really good humor in them. I spent a long time playing those, and then my brother and I got really into flight simulators for a while. Like we would just spend, like we were pretty bad at actually doing the missions that you had to do. So we just spend hours just flying around and sort of, you know, trying to crash the plane and land it in interesting places, which is really good fun. I love those sort of that distracted. Point and click games are actually like point and click adventure games what I grew up with. And right now I love Fortnite. Is actually the game I probably play the most. I love how social it is.
Can definitely see the inspiration from the flight simulators with BattleFly Racer, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a big reference.
All right, J-Rock, we're not going to touch on your score. We're just going to jump right into question number 5 here. Let's let it roll. So for a while in the crypto space, like play to earn gaming has kind of been a buzzword or buzz phrase to try to get eyes on it. What do you feel is the difference between P2E and S2E gaming, and where do you see it going in the future?
I think one of the challenges of P2E is that it's it's just the economy's run out of juice. It's almost like the more successful something is, I'm
more
not very
successful as you crash.
The faster its demise happens, you know, like it gets farmed and dumped. So I think, you know, as we build through this bear market, it's all about, for me, it's about, you know, rivalry and fun competition. I think actually that's what's going to take crypto gaming to the next level, like we're doing now, J-Rock and I. It's just like, this is fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's immediate gratification.
Oh, that wind!
Almost crashing.
This is not a great demo of BattleFly Racer either. You got the champion who's well off his game, and the creator who doesn't even know how it works. It's like people.
We'll
like,
see.
what is this thing?
We're gonna have a good showing at least one of these races.
Yeah, he's at 900 right now. He's cruising.
Until I get bopped by the balls. I can't get over. That's so sad.
That was solid though. All right, let's cue it up for the next one.
Okay.
So as we talk about play to earn, skill to earn gaming, in your opinion, what's the best way to reward players in a skill to earn or play to earn type model? Was it monetary rewards, utility NFTs, free games, real world merch? What are some of the things that you think are good rewards?
I think all of those things. I think like exclusivity, like leveling up is probably the best thing. I think when, like, if you find yourself, because you've been performing really well in kind of an elite league, and you have to battle to retain that position, I think that's a mechanic that sort of really draws on human nature well. I think like anything that doesn't kind of fight the things that we do really well as humans naturally. So I think, you know, we enjoy competition, we enjoy having fun. The rewards don't always have to be something you can sort of convert into USDC and sell on the market. So, you know, we'll look at merch for BattleFly, absolutely, because, you know, we've got some coming. That was incredible, man. That was such good flying.
That's good flying, my friend.
It's good flying.
Oh.
But yeah, like, I think, I think having versatility in how the rewards play it as well. Like in BattleFly, sometimes you get Nectar, which you can use to boost your BattleFly. Sometimes you'll get Magic, which you can obviously, you know, buy, spend on more BattleFlies or do other stuff with, play all the other games with. Sometimes you get nothing, but you'll enjoy the competition. So I think that balance is key.
Yeah, honestly, like the competition aspect, the last few nights, I mean, we've had like 3 hour, 4 hour, just like benders of playing Racer. Oh, there goes J Rock. Between the mods, different people on the team, like it's just been so much fun. Like that head to head adrenaline that you get as you're racing against people, even if you're trash at it, like I am.
Just everybody loves a little trash talk,
Oh,
just
for
between
sure.
friends.
I just looking at the leaderboard here, Shuttlesworth, you're in 6 and I'm in 11, so you're not that
I
trash.
felt real good. I couldn't break 1,000 yesterday. I got to I think like 940, and today I just had that breakthrough moment. It all kind of clicked, started going in slow motion. You know. All right, let's start it up. Question number 8. Tell me about the Flywheel program. What's it been like working with some of the new projects coming to Arbitrum and Treasure ecosystem, and where do you see the Flywheel program in the future?
I think I think Flywheel is going to play a really really important part for builders who are coming into Treasure DAO and even Arbitrum and and want to use Magic, because there's a lot of stuff you have to manage if you want to start using emissions once you get beyond the grants that you can get from Treasure. And the reality is that those grants don't last forever. So games really have to get a sustainable economy going as quickly as they can. So Flywheel's playing that role. It's born out of a thing that we needed for ourselves. And I think great products always come out of that sort of that clear utility where you can go, well, we need this, and others want it as well. So yeah, it's good, and we're taking on a really complex job there. Like we will be running harvester strategies in the new in the new Bridge World updates. We'll be God, it's hard to fly and talk about that.
By the balls.
About harvester strategies, and yeah, we're doing I think the team running it is just so in the complexity of what they're doing in a really good way. So feel really confident about it.
Oh.
It's crazy.
That's hard to talk and fly. I can see why you're doing it.
Hey, you've got
It's hard to
741
listen,
so
actively
far.
listen, and
That's
Why I'm just chilling right here. Yeah, I'm chilling here, relaxing. I get to watch J Rock crash. I get to get some good answers out of you. The host job's where it's at. All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit for this next one, for question number 9.
Okay.
All right.
Away.
What would you say like short-term forecast is for BattleFly, and then what are some more like the grandiose plans for the future? I know we see a lot going on with like Odyssey. What's the short term, and then what are some things we can kind of hope for in the future?
I think short term is get Racer into as many hands and wallets as we can, and just get people having fun. I think if we can be one of the games that helps people kind of have fun during a pretty tough bear market, then we're in a good spot. And then in the next couple of months we're looking to launch season 1, which Race is actually going to have a bigger part to play in than we initially thought. So the white paper doesn't even mention Racer, because we kind of saw it as a mini game. But as we've got sort of live, we're realizing that this is a really really fun way to collect nectar, and it becomes, I think a much more important part of our ecosystem than we thought. So we'll keep building on Racer. We've got a lot of ideas for how it can be better and use that competition. That's ridiculous. So yeah, keep building, and then launch season 1. And I'd like to think that by 12 months from now, we've got a lot more 3D happening, because I think this is such a fun way to play Flyin this BattleFly around. People are going to love it.
Yeah, just like we were talking about, the competitive nature there. Even right now where there isn't anything on the line in our alpha testing, like how many people are hungry just to get their hands on it and get their name up on the leaderboards. A shout out to small domains. Like, it's been really fun seeing all the different small domains, even the fake ones people have bought to talk some trash silently on the leaderboards, seeing people's PFPs show up. Like, it's been a really fun experience. That's cool. All right. We got one more run. I just want to say thanks for joining us, taking some time out of your day to make this happen. Way to kick it off. Fly One's the first episode the right way with the co-creator of BattleFly. So for this last run, no questions, just completely up to you. The floor is yours. Whatever you want to talk about, whether it's your move to New York or anything in the crypto space, that's a soapbox that you can step up on.
Yeah, I think I mean, one thing I'd say to anyone listening is make sure you get behind builders during this time. Like, there's a lot of it's hard. It's hard building when you know, you can see Discord numbers down and people are generally sad. And so, you know, for the projects that you love and the projects you believe in, make sure you get behind those builders. And like for BattleFly, you know, where I'd love to see people just helping us create content. Like, if you once you get your hands on Racer, and if you're enjoying flying around, then you know, challenge your friends, create some new friends, create some, you know, videos of your games in action, and let's let people see just how much fun we're having over here on in Treasure DAO and on Arbitrum as we sort of break new ground here. And you know, I think yeah, I don't know how much longer we'll be in this sort of market doldrums for, but I do know that.
Oh.
I can't get past those spirals.
You gotta go low. Gotta go low.
Make it easier. Okay, I need practice. Look at that. I couldn't crack 741 the whole time. Wow.
Hey, but
I reckon I got 741 3 times.
One thing that's really good that you can kind of sleep easy tonight is, since you're the first guest on Fly Ones, you are automatically #1 on the guest leaderboard to start with 741. So who knows how long it will last, but for now, you are our top score ever and #1 on our leaderboards at 741 points. So thanks again for joining us.
Let's wrap up the series now. Let's
Just ending it. Yeah, I'll stay the top.
Guys.
No worries. It's been fun.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you guys next episode. Thanks. Have a good night.